So they're blocking this sidewalk as well, officer? Okay, where is the hard closures? Why is it needed to be like closed? Like, if you don't mind me asking, I'm just curious because the events inside. Why does the entire? Because you see people. I don't know if the other side is accessible. Like, why do they get a whole around this thing? This place is huge, and you're talking 4 big city blocks. I will ask the city that. Do you know who I should ask in particular? I would love to. Thank you. Because I don't know who's like what they need for city blocks. Can I
This
get?
is the permit, so
Okay,
it's
can I take a snapshot of that too? Wait, let me get it. Wait, can
it
you?
is just the perimeter around the building that they asked for. The art closure across the street, of course, it is open.
Okay. And so it's. I mean, what would happen if we challenged that? No, I'm just curious. I'm just asking. I'm not trying to be any trouble for you. I'm just curious. Like, I just
Is
want to
there a
know.
reason that someone?
Yeah, because I'm just disgusted that with them thinking that they have a right to constantly, and they're doing this next week too, and that they can just every time they have a movie or event inside their buildings, that they feel they can take the whole city blocks with them, that somehow they own, like this. Do you know why that this is like the only street in LA, from what I understand, that has no parking? And they got to rename it L. Ron Hubbard as if they own that street, but they don't because they got a permit through street services for that street closure. You know what I mean? So it's not a private drive. And so I'm just trying to find out how they have so much clout and credibility to be able to. And I know you're just here, you're off duty, I assume.
For the city,
So you're on duty with the city, or are you off duty? Are you being hired off duty or on duty?
off duty.
You're off duty, you're on duty?
No, we're off duty. We were hired by the event.
Okay, he's saying he's on duty.
We're technically in an on-duty capacity, working in it overtime.
So it's an overtime gig, but who's paying your paycheck tonight? Wow, okay. So that we're paying tax, they're in tax exempt.
Well, I don't know how it works, but the city pays my
Whoa,
We get a
okay.
paycheck from the city. They get their funds from the different entities that request us.
So,
That's above my pay grade, though.
no, I know, but I need, well, this is that. I'm the pub. I'm talking to the city. No offense. No offense, officer. You are the city. You are the city. Yes, exactly. And I'm trying to be real. I'm not going to be disrespectful in any way because you're treating me. You're talking to me. I'm going to talk to you. It's like I'm just. I always treat how I'm treated, but I'm just upset that they have this much power or whatever influence over the city. Do you know how many officers are being hired tonight off duty? Whether the city's paying them or. And I think it's weird.
How
Like,
many officers are working in an overtime?
yeah, here. Yeah, and how many are on duty? Like.
I don't know how many officers are working because we have officers that work in multiple different events.
No, I mean this event. Do you know how many they've
This
used?
event?
Yes.
No, there's a supervisor that would know that,
Okay, I'm curious. I like to talk to them. Now, what divisions are you from?
but different divisions all over the city.
Your Valley Traffic? Oh, okay. And
I work as a detective for child abuse.
oh, really? Oh, well, thank you for what you do. Do you know that there's a lot of child abuse going on? I mean, right here. You're guarding a place that's been alleged to have tremendous amount of child abuse from people who grew up here.
Asked to do things that we may or may not agree with. My job is just to enforce what's being asked of me. That's usually the laws that are created by our city, and then also what was being asked of me to do to enforce my works permitted.
Okay.
That's all
But
I've been asked to do.
I don't. Are you aware? Like a couple of weeks ago, they had what? I mean, I don't know. It looked like a help sign written in tape on one of the windows, and they called the police. Holly. No, it'd be
So it was
Northeast Division, and they came. All they did was come, ask if basically is everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine, and they left. And this is a place where there's a lot of alleged victims who cannot leave on their own. You know.
part of the funding group. Are you good? Okay, so this whole side of the sidewalk will be hard closure.
All the way around. All the way around. Yeah, she showed it. Yeah.
You're welcome to be across the street. You cannot be
See, this is the first time they're learning. They're providing their permits. Normally they don't, so they are learning. But I am protesting Scientology. There's a lot of human violations here, including massive amount of child abuse, right here in these walls, and we're trying to get the IG, everyone to investigate, and also to break the little relationship that they have with Scientology. Like,
So with a lot of things, it's not what we know, it's what we can prove in the courts and that ICP law and the court system.
right. Well, that's where CPS call would come in.
There's a lot of things that we know are going on, but it's also how we prove. So if you have
A CPS call?
that's one step that we can take.
There's also elder abuse too. There's a lot of elder abuse. So how they treat their elderly is egregious, and there's a lot. So,
Once that proof is built up and it's
but we can't even get anyone to go in and check. They won't allow. They will only hire you guys outside. There was one of the protesters in the North Hollywood one was assaulted, and the person who committed the assault ran into the Scientology building. He's a Scientologist, and they and when the protester called the police came, and they would not allow the police in. But when they have their occasions, they allow what they call. Actually, the next day, I was there to protest. I protest calmly. I'm not, but protest, because they protected this person, wouldn't allow the police in. But they called the police on me, and they allowed the police to come in when they called on me. But when they're harboring someone,
can't
but I can prove that.
investigations. I mean, we weren't there. That's not my division. That's not my investigation. That's for someone else to answer.
I get it.
So
But
we
since
can't comment on anything like that.
No, I know you can't make an official comment, but since you are, and I love that you do protect children, and I appreciate that. I do. But I am asking you to put this on your mental note that there's a lot of victims that grew up out of Scientology who were horribly abused. They have certain things called where these purification rituals for children, which to me is horrific abuse. I don't even know how that's legal, but they get away with it because it's a religious ceremony. And there's this other alleged abuses going on here. And so can you please keep that in the back of your head?
Do investigate allegations as they come in.
Well, can I make an allegation coming in?
Make an allegation.
How would you suggest I do that? Because a lot of times they don't even want to take it. They just want to dismiss us.
Something broad.
Okay.
So broad allegations are very difficult to start an investigation because where do we begin? That's like just saying every single priest is a molester in the Catholic Church.
No, but
Broad.
it is.
That's happening.
But if you know it's happening,
But again, it's not what we know, it's what we can prove.
true. But not to initiate it, right?
Occurring everywhere in some forms, everywhere, in every place, by every denomination, every entity, is not what we know, it's what we can prove.
But
So if
they
we
don't
have
let you in the
some sort
doors.
of proof that we can give to someone, then
What about
we
the
will
help sign that was written on the
hopefully-
window?
Yeah.
I can't comment to that because I wasn't here.
Okay. So I can.
No, but someone, I'm assuming,
The cops
investigated.
went in and that was
Yeah. They said they're fine. Yeah.
I just have a question.
We are limited with what information we're given. So if we're given more information that would warrant us going further.
But they don't do. Abuse doesn't happen out in the public eye. You know what I mean? It happens behind doors. Right. Right. And so, well, they hide their people. They don't even. They see how they shut. Keep your eyes open. I know you guys keep your eyes open. You're cops. But you're going to see these silver vans all the time. And you may see children tonight, you may not. But you're going to see they do not allow their people to have any access to outside people. There's no one's allowed to look at them. Not you, not CPS, nobody. And so,
I understand and we hear you. We do.
Yep.
We do hear you. And
Okay.
we can empathize with your positions. We are here to take a neutral stance. We don't take sides. We are only here to.
I want you to be on the side of the victims. I don't want you on my side. I want you on the side of the victims. Period. They have to be neutral and this. I know. I get that.
Given something
Right.
because our hands are tied by the law. So we can only do what the law allows us to do.
I get that.
We have to operate within those protocols.
But once you get a hint or there's a hint of it, then that neutrality has to go away. And sometimes it's
Investigation.
right. But you will, like, I will be a happy person. I will go home very content today if I felt that I was able to speak to a child advocate like yourself, someone who protects children from abuse, that at least in your back of your head, you will remember that I told you that there's a lot of allegations of current abuse going on with Scientology. So if it comes up, you will be like, I've heard this before, and take it seriously. That's all I,
Definitely
from
will,
you,
because I do work this area. So if something does come across my desk, I will.
and you'll keep your eyes open. I go by Audit LA.
Audit LA.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I keep it. Yeah, that's just what. That's who I. You can find me. I'm on here. I stream, but and but yeah, when you're going around to, if this is your area, please keep your eyes open. Like I'm here for the kids. That's it. If people want to be a Scientologist and they want this and they want to give all their money or sign a billionaire contract, that's on them. I feel bad for them. I would help them leave if they want to. I care about people in general, but I'm really here for the kids who cannot consent and who don't have a choice or a voice. And so, and also I feel bad for the seniors, even though they kind of chose the life up until then to stay, but still they're at an age where but the children's why I'm here, and that's it. So I'm glad to have. That's what I am. Would you be willing to give a card so I could ever like email you if I know of it? Because I'm really interested in knowing that there is a.
Oh, no.
I'm taking it. I asked first. No, yeah, I'll let you take a picture of it. Oh, okay.
My serial number is 40765.
And then you add LA. Yeah.
Sure.
You want to take a pic?
Can I do have one question. So can you answer this? Under your guys'
We were only asked to help provide enforcement for the permit that they acquired for some workers, so that they may have the peaceful event that they
The city.
are.
The city.
Where the money comes from. I get paid by the city.
He already said the city.
By the city of LA.
But now you're saying that the overtime. See, overtime. If you're in the overtime program and you're not where. See, you know what? You are being paid by the city right now. I think you maybe aren't, because I believe if you're on overtime.
Paid by the city of LA pays my.
But they're supposed to be paying the LA city for your service. So I'm going to have to CPRA to make sure that they paid.
I would love to see that.
We have to do the CPRA. I'll do that.
I fill out a little slip that says I worked an overtime shift, and I get.
Now, can I ask you, when it is when overtime, do you have the same powers of is everything the same? Do you keep all of your rights and duties as an officer, or does anything change when you're on an when you're working for another? Because you're not working. I know you work for LA City, LAPD, but right now you're working for them in a sense. Like what they're like, you're not here.
Being asked as a law enforcement officer to enforce laws, and right now they acquired the permit for the heart closure all the way around, and there is a LA municipal code that if people violate that, we are allowed within the boundaries of the law to either warn, cite, or arrest, depending on the spirit of the law.
Right. So you don't lose any of your power of you are in full uniform right here. You are not. You have full authority. Yeah. So that's what we're trying to figure out, because it's such a weird. Yeah.
As while I'm wearing the uniform, I am representing.
Okay. And so as long as you're assigned here, then it's not color of law, because you are assigned. Like the assignment comes from like your boss.
She signed up for this.
No, I know, but I mean,
Requested a certain amount of law enforcement present to help enforce the laws.
but is it a certain program that you go through?
Guards can enforce the municipal codes.
Got it.
Only
Okay.
a law enforcement officer has.
So, and they requested it, not the city. The city didn't request this. Scientology requested it,
So they make a request to the city,
and the city forwards it.
and the city puts it out there.
And then we just need to find out if the city's paying your paycheck today or they are. That's what I need to find out. So I'm trying to. I don't care whatever you're doing.
You're gonna have to follow the wormhole, because it eventually will trickle down that they paid the city. For
That's what I'm saying. But I need to prove, because I
But
that yeah. I mean I do that. I do all that research. Yeah, because with the North Hollywood one, they paid $3,000 for that one day. So they have. I just want to make sure that they're doing their part, like they're paying. It's not that I'm not paying it. Yes, because that's the whole point. They're tax exempt, and here they are getting LAPD. Do you see what the rub? That's the rub. Yeah, they are tax exempt, and I pay my taxes. I can't get you to protect my, yeah, like to sit outside my house.
Yeah, so I would assume
See what I'm saying? It's nothing against you personally.
build.
That's what I need to find out
Plus that bill.
through the CPRA. Yes, absolutely, and I will do it because I've done it before. And I will post that. Okay, that's all. That's what I really wanted to know.
And now,
And Officer Lopez.
this is a security call. We should be able to put that for DSIS license ID. And I'm requesting a license. Bureau of Security.
Yeah.
Services. In order to be a security officer, you have to have a license.
Guard card. That's what you're gonna know. It's the guard card. Yeah, yeah, the lingo. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a simple person.
okay with some-
Well, it's LA lingo. That's what we call it here. So yeah.
So I should be through that.
Well, this is the sidewalk is hard closure.
Okay,
you
so
would
can-
Are you able to request it?
That's because he is required to. Because I feel like I want to see it.
All the only the Scientology ones, right? Like for all the Scientology ones, I would like to, if it's their guard.
I would ask them, but they won't ever. So I'm not asking you to. For me, I have a right as a citizen. As a license, I want to see it.
Because they have to present it, because if we want to file a complaint against them.
Okay, so I will ask him, but also can I ask you guys in general conversation?
Yes, we're gonna leave. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna break the law.
Salt.
all good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
I thought you said
It's all
it's
good, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I came here this way. I didn't know this side was closed. I thought it was just here, so I saw the sign. That's why.
Close it all the way around.
Okay, so, and my issue is not with you for that, because I know you have no choice over that. But who do you call? Would it be DOT, like, or Streets LA, to find out? Like I want to fight against them getting 4 city blocks for a movie event.
Get a permit for this.
Yeah.
And with it, we've tried. Who do we complain to about that?
They're like, it's way over my pay grade. That's what he said. He's like, Officer Lopez. He's just chill. He's just. No cops live in. No LAPD lives in LA. Hardly. It's true. There's many of them live in other states and they fly in for their shifts and come out. Very few. Yeah. Which is sad. That LA.
Probably Google it is where I told you to start.
Lopez, can you shake your hand?
Permits.
But keep an eye on these vans. Keep an eye on these vans, please. I'm just asking you to keep your police. Because since you're neutral, that means you have to be on our side too,
If there's
right?
anything criminal,
Right, Officer
you can
Lopez?
give any criminal activity on
But just to get the just to.
Working without a license as a security guard is a violation of California.
Yes, it is. Putting you on the spot. He is. Yeah, he's good at that. I'm like sitting there just having a nice conversation. But yeah, and you've been very respectful to us, so thank you so much. Our problem's not with you. It's with, well, I have some issues with LAPD, like Hollywood Division. I'm not saying it's always a love affair either, but like, I don't disrespect, thank you. You guys have been very respectful, cordial. And this is what I want, just a conversation, and make people aware of what's, going on. I just want these kids protected. That's it. If you're going to want to go give your life fortunes, write a billion-year contract to work 110 hours for $47 a week, that's on you. Go be happy, but leave the kids out of it. So, yeah, I'll even be able to wait over here. I'll give space. I appreciate it. Yeah, because I'd like to know that too. They definitely will tell you whatever. Bye.
If you need further, supervisors will be coming here.
Yeah, we'd like it. And does he have the for all his weapons or whatever he has?
He does not have weapons, but
Okay.
he does have authorization for it.
For weapons could be even a pepper spray. Okay.
He doesn't have pepper spray
Oh.
on him.
What does he have?
He's qualified, they verified, but I want to see,
Okay.
I would ask for verification. I want to see if
That's why we're bringing the supervisor over here, so he can answer those further questions.
So it'd be his supervisor or yours?
Our supervisor.
But can we? Somebody mentioned that it's like only a hard closure here and here, but the other ones are soft closures.
Soft closure, so you can be across the street.
the other side.
No, the whole.
Across the street, it's
Is it
hard
just the
closure
L? Oh, all the way around. But I heard that was soft.
Yeah, that the only hard sidewalk closures are these two. So what would it mean if the other two sidewalks are soft closure? Does it say on the permit? I didn't really read it. I was just taking pictures of it. I know. I just took pictures of it, but I'm I know, but I'm streaming, so it's way back then. I know.
Taking care of that side of the street.
I know. I'm sorry. We're wrecking your. Hey, Chris.
So they're asking for full closure here.
Okay.
The sidewalk here, hard closure.
Okay.
Sunset to Fountain, Catalina, and Mono Herd and Sunset.
No, they've already.
Hard. Yeah.
All hard.
way around.
Can I see it one more time just so I can see it?
Right here, all the
Where does
way
it say
around.
hard?
Right here.
Okay,
Hard
so-
closure, hard closure, hard closure.
Okay, so it is hard closure,
Yeah,
guys.
just all the way around.
Okay, but that means you can go around the. I know, and I mean, the fight's not with these officers today. The fight is like why they're allowing this constantly, because they're just trying to keep it where protesters can't come or whatever. You know, even if it's peaceful.
If you were having an event, would you want people yelling so loud that they were disturbing it?
Well, then they could, you know, do what they need to do so they don't have protesters. You know.
Wow, that's very broad, man.
I know.
What you need to do.
Yeah, like
Very broad.
very true. I get that.
Everyone's entitled if they ask for their permit and it was
It-
granted. Everyone's entitled.
How do you
to have-
But can you fight? Because I want to fight them getting these permits. Not for 4 city blocks. That's ridiculous. Because they're not showing this movie in 4 city blocks. I can maybe see a closure here, because that's
They've done that before.
yeah. But I don't understand 4 city blocks. That doesn't make sense. Yes, and
Why
the,
does the citizen propose it?
so I'll figure that out. This is what I'm on. I'm on this one.
That's in the permitting department.
No, she doesn't. You don't have a body cam. I'm guessing because you're a detective. Right. So I used to volunteer at LAPD, so I know some LA, right? Because he's Valley Traffic. He's a motorcycle officer, right? There you go. I know the uniform. That's because of bike guy. But yeah, bike guy. I know all the uniforms because I am. But okay, but I thank you. You know, like wait, no, if she's she's a detective, so she's in uniform because she's working overtime. Is that why? Because are you plain clothes normally when you're working? Yes, I know how I get.
It's easier to talk to the kids.
Yeah. So she's in uniform, but she's not. She's a detective. No, I don't think. Do detectives don't carry body cams, do they? In LAPD? What? Maybe it's right. I didn't think so.
Depends on the situation.
Yeah, yeah. I know. He used to be involved with the CPAB, so I remember. Yeah.
I like that there's some people out there.
But we are. That's it. Me too. That's the only thing. I would never put myself out for this, for just people that want to be in a weird religion. I don't care about that.
I care
No.
about the tax exempt.
Yeah, me too.
I care about the kids.
Where we look, if you're the hard enough, you're going to have people on your personal life as well.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, we just want to. Is this your supervisor coming?